Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Okay guys, I got a new deck today. Well, it's my deck that I created, but I just got it in the mail today. So we're going to do a reading with Bounded Souls. It's all swans. And we have 3 different piles to choose from. I forgot to put out crystals, so we're going to use Ruby Recorder for number 1. And we're going to use Labradorite for number 2, and then we're going to use, this is the Labradorite for number 2, then we're going to use the Tiger's Eye Pyramid for number 3. So if you would like to choose which one of these are for you, we're going to find out what's going on right now with your connection. What is your person thinking and feeling and all of that. So just feel which one of these feels right for you, and I will get us set up. Okay, so if you chose number 1, I have the Muse Tarot and my Bounded Souls. We're going to start off with the Muse Tarot and just see what's going on in your connection right now with your person. What are they thinking and feeling and all of that. We have the Ace of Materials, which is the Ace of Pentacles. So whoever you're asking about, they may be thinking about starting over. This is a new beginning. This is a new beginning of value and worth, though. This is something that's grounded, something that's stable, something committed, something that comes from that earth energy. So I feel like for many of you, your person's like wanting to have something solid and strong behind them or beneath them, really. And they may be thinking about, it's time for me to start over here. It's time for me to give you a new beginning where I'm actually going to give you value and respect, because you also have the Page of Pentacles too. And the Page of Pentacles is about a valuable offer. So I feel like somebody's really thinking about doing something in the physical material world, like giving you some sort of offer, being like, hey, can I take you on a date? Hey, can we go do this? Hey, can we do this? You know, go here, go there. Do something that's like physical material type of thing. And it comes from a place of value and respect, and, you know, shows your value and your worth. So I feel like there's definitely that type of earth energy coming through very strong off the bat here. And they may be just thinking like, it's time for me to give this a whole new beginning here, give this a whole new shot. Let's just start over from where we were before and, you know, give it the best chance that I can give. Then we have the Knight of Voices, which is the Knight of Swords. So this may be somebody that's thinking about rushing in to say something to you. You know, usually the Knight of Swords rushes in with some sort of truth. Sometimes it can be a harsh truth, but I feel like it's just truth in general. It could be the truth that, like, I miss you, you know, I'm thinking about you, because I'm seeing the 6 of Emotions, which is the 6 of Cups, which is usually somebody from your past returning. And it's like, I've been thinking about you, I've been nostalgic, I've been missing you, you know, reminiscing about better days, reminiscing about the easier times. So I definitely getting that sense that somebody is, you know, thinking about the past and wanting to start things over, wanting to change whatever's been happening here, and rushing in to deliver this truth to you that is like, I've been missing you, I've been thinking of you, I want to see what's going on with you, because you are the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups is, you know, that partnership, that spiritual partnership that most people search for. This can be in regards to love, this can be in regards to work, you know, but this is usually seen as like a loving romantic partnership. So I feel like this person sees you as that person for them, and they're wanting to start over with you and wanting to start somewhere better than where you left off. So with the Empress here, I feel like this person could be seeing you as the Empress. They see you as somebody that is valuable, that deserves to be treated with respect, that deserves to be, you know, given that valuable, you know, offer, that new beginning. So you could be very receiving right now, like just in your receptive divine feminine essence, allowing things to come to you, just allowing yourself to lean back and be in the divine feminine energy, not, you know, chasing after people, not rushing after stuff, not like being wicked impatient, just allowing whatever's happening to happen. And usually when you're in that flow, a new beginning starts. And a lot of people get, you know, confused with that, or they block it by running after things that they shouldn't be running after, or chasing after something that, you know, needs space. So I feel like you've given space, and because of that, this person's like on the other side now, looking over at you like, what's going on? Because the Page of Voices is the Page of Swords. So this is usually somebody that has something to say but doesn't say it. This can be somebody like, you know, checking up on your social media but not really interacting too much, not sending messages but wanting to message. So I feel like Somebody definitely has something to say. They want to say it. They want to bring you some sort of communication. And they probably are thinking about it heavily, but I definitely feel like they have their eyes on you at this time, and they're watching you be in this Empress energy, thinking about the times that they've already spent with you, thinking of you as that divine partner, and thinking about making some sort of offer with their offer, with what they've got going on inside. Then from my bounded souls, we have the duality, and it says, I hate the dark duality of our connection. So I feel like there's probably been some really good things that have happened here. That's probably what they're thinking about over there with that nostalgic Six of Cups. But I'm sure, with the good comes the bad. So this time that you're not with this person, or this time that, things haven't been panning out the way that you would like them to be panning out, has been dark and difficult for them. So they're like, I really hate this dark duality in our connection. I just want to focus on the light. I want to remember the good times. I don't want to be bringing in, old stuff that sucks. I want to bring in good stuff that feels good. I want to bring in value. I want to bring in respect. And then we have the signs. This is divinely guided. So I feel like this person's been seeing a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicity. They could be getting a lot of confirmation from spirit, like, seeing your name in places, getting like the 1111s, and just seeing like all of these little synchronicities that are connected to you, whatever you guys had going on in your connection. I feel like they're getting very specific signs that are like pushing them to want to reach out to you, or to deliver some sort of truth to you, to tell you that you're, on their mind. And then we have the depression, so it's like, I'm miserable. So again, I definitely feel like this person's not feeling 100% right now. When they think about what's going on here, they're not happy with what's going on here. They're miserable at this time. They're missing you at this time. That Six of Cups, I feel like, is a very nostalgic energy, but it's also like a depressed energy. You see that person's face is like, oh, I just wish, I miss this person, I miss these things, I miss the light, I miss the opportunity, I miss that time that we had together. And it's forcing this person to face themselves. So they're looking into the shadow, and usually when we look into the shadow, it's not the best, easiest thing to do. It's usually looking at parts of ourselves that we don't usually want to, recognize or admit that, hey, you know what, maybe I should have done this differently, or I should have said that, or I should have given more, or I could have been, a little bit better, or I could have done this, or I could have done that. Basically, it's like the could haves and the should haves and the would haves. But I feel like they're definitely facing that part of themselves right now, and they're getting a little sucked into the darkness, going into that duality, into that shadow part of themselves, which is a good thing, because I feel like it's forcing them to heal. And I'm sure you've probably been there as well. Usually there's mirroring that happens in these connections, so you may have already went through the shadow, and now you're sitting in the Empress energy because you faced your darkness, and you faced the parts of yourself that weren't coming into the connection appropriately. But we also have the silence here, and it says say something. So I feel like this person wants to say something, and I'm sure you probably want them to say something. I feel like there's probably been silence for a while between the two of you, probably not a whole lot of stuff going on between you guys. And again, we have the mirror here, so I feel like there's probably been a lot of mirroring where it's like things have not been easy. You probably both miss each other. You're probably both thinking of each other. You're both seeing signs connected to each other. You're both knowing that this is some sort of special partnership. Probably both have truth that you'd like to deliver to the other person and start over with a better, beginning than whatever has happened and however it ended. You could be checking up on their stuff as they're checking up on yours, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of mirroring happening here. So if they're facing their shadow, I feel like you're facing your stuff, and it's like you both just want to hear from each other. You both want to communicate and come out of this time of silence. And then we have the sweetness, I melt in your presence. So I feel like this person looks at you as very, very sweet, very like lovely, very beautiful. When they come around you, it's like that wall or that like hard exterior that they may have up right now kind of melts. It's like I can't, control myself. I just melt in your presence. And then we have the secret when it says, what are you hiding? So this person could feel like you're hiding something from them, or that you're hiding somebody from them, or that you've been doing something that they don't know about, or that you're going to be doing something that they don't know about. And that could be bringing up some of this shadow, some of these fears, some of this like, duality and this darkness and this like wanting to just hear from you instead of just letting this go away. It's like, I don't want this to just disappear. So this person's thinking about their future with you. They're like, I can't wait to start our forever. So again, I'm getting the sense that that's that Ace of Pentacles energy. I want to start over with you. I want to build with you. I want something stable with you. I want our future to be bright. I want things to be good. And it's like this separation is breaking my heart. I'm not enjoying this time away from you at all. I'm not enjoying this darkness at all. And I just want to be able to come into the beauty of connecting. So with this, it says, I finally see my own worth. I feel like that's this Empress energy. I feel like for many of you, you are starting to see your own value and worth, and that's why you're in the Empress energy. And that could be helping them to see your value and worth, and helping them to realize that if they want to communicate with you and bring you their truth, that they need to treat you, you know, with that value and that worth. And that may be why that Ace of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles came out first here with the Knight. That's like the one that comes rushing in. He's going to rush in with truth. And the truth is, I need to bring you respect, and I need to value you, and I need to treat you the way you deserve to be treated, because you're the Empress. And if I want to be nurtured and loved by the, you know, energy of the Empress, then I need to, you know, be sweet and bring in my offer that's going to be valuable and treat you with integrity, and just treat you the way you need to be treated, deserve to be treated. Especially if they want to be treated that way. It's like a mirror. It's like, if you want me to treat you good, I got to treat you good. So I feel like you guys are definitely having a lot of stuff connected to each other, feeling each other, and coming closer together, and just seeing a lot of those signs that are kind of pushing you guys back into your future. So hopefully that made sense for you guys. This is my newest deck, and it's available on Etsy. And thank you very much. In Renee. Namaste. Okay, so we're going to move on to number 2 here, and I'm going to start off with the Muse Tarot, and then we'll do the other deck here. First card out is the Ace of Voices. So I feel like whoever you're, you know, asking about connecting with, this person could be thinking about bringing you some new communication. They could be thinking about things in a new way. They could have had some wisdom come into their mind. You see how this like beam of light is shooting into the brain there? I feel like somebody could have had like an aha moment, or they could be, you know, really telepathically connected to you, receiving a lot of information from spirit, just tapping into some sort of wisdom with the owl here. But I feel like this person definitely is thinking in a new way, and usually that leads us to speaking in a new way. So they may want to say something to you that they haven't said to you before, or that they've been holding back for some time. Then we have the Queen of Emotions here. So I feel like whoever this person is that you're asking about, they see you as the Queen of Cups. They see you as somebody that's very loving, very nurturing. I feel like on the surface and underneath the surface with you, there's all this love that you just try to give to them. And I feel like in the past, they may not have seen that. They may not have recognized that you were trying to give them unconditional love, that you were just trying to nurture them, that you were trying to, you know, be a person of integrity and truth, and be very connected with your emotions, your intuition. So I feel like for many of you, you're probably receiving a lot, like energetically, telepathically, and emotionally. But I feel like this person's starting to see these things about you. They're starting to see how emotional you are, how loving you are, how beautiful you are. Because I am noticing down here we have the nurture, and it says, you taught me how to truly love. So I'm getting that type of energy here, where it's like you are nurturing and loving and unconditional with your love, and this person's starting to recognize that that's all you've been trying to do here, is that you've been trying to, like, you know, be soft with them and be like transparent with them, like show what it is above as it is below, you know, like what you get on the surface is what you get within. And they may have doubted that, or they may have felt like they couldn't trust that, or that you were going to like do something to them, you know. They could have taken a long time to get to this place, but I feel like over time they're starting to see the value and see the worth here, and that eventually they'll cross the finish line to be more of like that King of Pentacles, which is very stable, very grounded, very loyal, very committed. So they may have taken a long time to see this, you know, new perspective, or to understand what it is that you've been trying to deliver to them. But I think slowly this person is starting to transform the way that they see things here, and that they are wanting a new beginning between the two of you, because you also have the Ace of Inspiration, which is the Ace of Wands. So I feel like this person's waiting for the perfect moment, or the perfect opportunity to communicate with you, or to deliver something to you that they've been thinking about delivering for a while, but are taking their time in doing it. They're going very slow. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest mover that we have. but they usually end up delivering the best value. They usually end up becoming the King of Pentacles, which is very stable, loyal, committed, very valuable, with a lot of worth and, just integrity, and it's just a much better energy. So I feel like it's worth the wait here. And having the Ace of Voices and the Ace of Inspiration, that's the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, I feel like there's definitely a desire for new beginning, new ways of looking, new ways of speaking, new ways of feeling like their passion and motivation, just being inspired in new ways and wanting to do things in a new way. But we have the Devil here, so I feel like there could have been a lot of karma in this connection, or there could have been just a lot of duality in this connection, a lot of darkness. Things may not have been easy, always, but I feel like whatever, karma there has been, they're again having this new way of thinking, this new way of speaking, this new way of opening up to these emotions, opening up to be nurtured, starting to take opportunities to heal, to grow, to evolve. And I am seeing the evolution card here. It says, I'm no longer afraid to stand my ground. So I feel like you could be both evolving, and it's something that, takes time. So it looks like, there could have been karmic relationships, karmic belief systems, karmic addictions, karmic whatever, just something that, was causing them to be very closed off to being nurtured, causing them to be very closed off to this evolution, causing a lot of distractions and illusions, because you get the Seven of Voices, which is like the Seven of Swords. So this person could have been lied to, stolen from, cheated on, manipulated, and that could have made them behave in certain ways that, either mirrored that behavior or made you feel that way. But again, I feel like if they were treated poorly in the past with a karmic relationship, they may not have trusted the love that you were trying to give to them. So it could have taken them a long time to finally be like, oh, wait a minute, this person isn't trying to hurt me, or this person isn't, just like the other people of my past. This person actually truly loves me. This person really does want what's best for me. So I feel like you guys went through a painful ending here with the Ten of Voices, which is the Ten of Swords. And I'm sure it wasn't easy, but I feel like it's because of illusions and because of things that have happened in this person's past, like the karma that they've been through. And I feel like you guys probably didn't go through such an easy past or transition with each other, but I do feel like you still love this person unconditionally, and you still have given them the time that they needed to grow and evolve, and to see that you're not just like everybody else, that you're not going to just, come in and hurt them the way that somebody else did, that, giving them that time to put an end to the karma, putting an end to the cycle that they were living in that was making them feel like it wasn't safe to let love in, or that it wasn't safe to open up and communicate, or that it wasn't safe to have this passionate new start in their world. So you definitely made big waves in their little pool. You've made a big splash in this person's world, and I feel like it's helping them to evolve, and it's helping them to stand their ground in a more healthy, more confident way. Like, they know that they can open up. They know that they can trust again. They probably cried a lot of tears and said, I've dried my own eyes too many times. So I feel like this is probably both of you. I feel like this person went through a painful ending before. Like I said, they could have been lied to, manipulated, cheated on, hurt in some nasty karmic relationship, and then ended up doing that with you, hurting you, putting you through a difficult, painful ending because of what they've been through. So it's like the trickster there. You got the fox energy where, they did something that probably didn't feel good, but it was because of what they've been through. So it's kind of like the tricky energy where it's like, it's not truly their behavior, but it is their behavior because they did it, So I feel like you guys have both cried your tears, and I think you both dried your own eyes out too many times, because of pain that came from karma, because of things that happened before you even met this person, or in between meeting this person, or just whatever they went through that kind of tricked them and manipulated them into thinking that it's not safe to open up, that it's not safe to have love, that you're just gonna, do something bad to them, that you're just gonna hurt them. So they also say you ignite my every desire with passion. So I get more of that Ace of Wands energy where it's like you've definitely ignited something inside of them. They feel that fire and that desire for you. They feel passion towards you. They feel driven towards you. And we have the search. I've searched for you my entire life. So I feel like this is something this person has searched for, but they didn't recognize it at first. You know, it's taken them some time to recognize that this is the love and this is the passion and this is something that you truly are trying to give to them that will nurture them and help them to dry those tears and to help them to ignite desire back into their world, to overcome karma and to overcome the voices in the back of their head, the things that they went through that were difficult and painful. And it says, I love you more than I knew was possible. So I feel like this is something that surprised this person. I don't think they thought it was possible for them to open their heart up again, or that it was possible for them to love the way that they do, but they're definitely feeling, you know, like they've searched for this and they found it. You know, it's like I found what I was looking for in you when I wasn't even looking for it, because I was, you know, closed off to it, because I was hurt before, because I was drying my own tears, and because I was, you know, afraid to open up. So it was taking me a long time to even acknowledge this, but I think they're starting to acknowledge it. And they say you are incredibly sexy, so they find you to be very sensual, very passionate. I feel like there's probably a very like magnetic connection between the two of you. It's probably hard for you guys to keep your hands off of each other. You may have even doubted and wondered if this was just a karmic relationship at points because of that energy. But I do feel like over time it's evolving, it's growing, it's healing. You guys are becoming better versions of yourself. And this time away from each other is actually torture. You know, it's like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I searched for this my whole life. I never knew it was possible to love this way. And now I don't have it. This feels like torture. So that Ten of Swords is like the painful ending between the two of you guys, because they went through a painful ending somewhere else. And with the cold, it says, I hate when you ice me out. So I feel like there is a very heated passion and desire and drive between the two of you, but this person may have the ability to just ice you out and, you know, go cold on you. And I feel like when they did that, you may have chased after them, like you were like, I can't let you go, you know, I love you too much. And you could have chased them away at some points, but I feel like you may have evolved and healed and, you know, realized that like chasing them wasn't getting you anywhere, and focused on self-love, because every time I see the Queen of Cups, she reminds me of loving yourself unconditionally. So the more that you've been loving yourself, the more you're inspiring this person to realize that you're not going to chase after them anymore, that you're going to focus on nurturing you, and you're teaching them how to nurture themselves, and you're teaching them how to nurture you. So now they're at this point where they're like, I can't let go. I can't do this. I don't want to let this go out of my life. I don't want to be iced out of your world. You ignite my desire. You're sexy. You're beautiful. You're everything I've ever wanted. You've made this big, huge splash in my life, and now I want to evolve together with you and bring new communication to you and spark a new opportunity between us, because I'm in love with you. So I definitely feel like this is something that's evolved over time. It was very difficult over time, but it looks like it has the potential to go in a much better direction moving forward. So hopefully that has assisted you, and thank you very much. In Renee, namaste. Alright, so we have the Muse Tarot here, and the first card out we have is the Two of Inspiration. So this is like the Two of Swords. This is somebody that does not know what they're doing at this time, okay? So they're like, I don't know which way to go, I don't know what to do, I don't know, but I'm looking over there. So I feel like they could be kind of like figuring things out right now, like looking through this telescope, like, should I go over there or should I go over there? If I go over there, XYZ might happen, and if I go over there, XYZ might happen. So I don't know if I should go there or there. So they're definitely, you know, confused. They're not really sure what to do right now. So we got the Two of Wands. I think I may have said the Two of Swords, but it's the Two of Wands, which is, again, that fork in the road. Should I go this way or should I go that way? Then you have the Muse of Inspiration, which is the King of Wands. So I feel like whoever is confused at this time about which way to go, they're going to figure it out, because the King of Wands is somebody that takes everything they've been through and turns it into motivation for their future. They're like, okay, you know what? Like the last time I went down this path and it didn't work out so well, you know, it sucked, but I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to turn this into motivation. I know what I'm going to go after. I'm not going to just sit here and be miserable for the rest of my life. Like, I got to do something about this if I want things to change. So I feel like they're trying to come out of any mental or emotional turmoil. With the Six of Voices, this is like the Six of Swords, where it's like we cross that mental, emotional turmoil, you know, we just basically dig deep within and allow ourselves to face our insecurities, face our darkness, face the shadow, and just come out the other side in a better way. So I definitely feel like this person's trying to figure out which way to go right now that's going to be the best direction to overcome what they've been through. And that could be in regards to you, that could be in regards to just life in general, that could be in regards to love in general. But I definitely feel like they're at a crossroads and they're trying to make the best decision that's going to lead them to the light, that's going to lead them to, you know, better days ahead. And they say, you shine light upon my darkness. So I feel like you may be helping them to figure out which direction to go right now. Like they're looking at you like the light in the dark there. It's like, you kind of give me hope. And again, with the six of swords, it's like the same color scheme here. So I feel like they're wanting to cross that emotional, you know, turmoil. They're wanting to cross that mental turmoil into brighter days with you, guiding them out of the darkness. Then we have the Lovers here, and the Lovers is again another card of like trying to decide. So they could be with somebody else, or they could have somebody else that's available to them, and they could be like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know if I should go down this path or if I should go down that path. They could be like trying to figure out, should I leave behind this karmic relationship I'm in to go after something and pursue something in the light over here. So there's definitely a lot of confusion. They're like, I don't know what to do anymore. So I definitely feel like your person is very confused at this time, but either way, they're going to make a decision based out of like what they think is the best thing to do for them. And with the High Priestess, I feel like they're really trying to tune into their intuition to make these decisions, but they could be having a hard time, you know, figuring it out right now. And it's like, that could come from insecurity, that could come from things that they've already been through. It could just come from, you know, things that, like our doubts, our fears, you know. And also with the High Priestess, they could see you in this energy, and this could be causing them a little bit of confusion. Like, does this person still want me? Does this person still think of me? Is this person gonna be available if I choose to go down the direction in there towards them? Like, they're trying to figure out what's gonna happen with this telescope, you know, like looking down that path. Like, if I go right, what's gonna happen? If I go left, what's gonna happen? So I feel like if you've been in your High Priestess energy, which is a little mysterious, a little secretive, they could be having even more confusion right now, like wondering, like, you shine light on my darkness, but I don't know if you want to do that anymore. I'm confused. I don't know which way to go, because I don't know if you still want me or not. I don't know if you're still open to me or not. But this person looks like they're willing to do the work that's required to get there. So, you know, if there's been difficulties or there's been pain in your connection, I feel like they want to do what's required of them to make things work here. And with the Eight of Inspiration, this is about taking action, communicating, traveling. So I feel like they do want to travel any distance that's been created between the two of you. You know, they want to cross that emotional, mental turmoil. They want to make the very clear decision here and put the effort in that needs to be put in to cross any physical, emotional, or mental distance that has been created here. So I definitely feel like they want to communicate to you. They want to say something to you. They want to make their choice soon. But they do need to, I feel like they need a little bit of light. So if I were you, I would try to like shine some light in their direction, let them know that the door's still open, you know, let them know that you're still in love with them, because they could just be nervous too, because we have the nerves, you bring out the geek in me. So this person could get intimidated by the energies and thoughts of you. You know, they could find you to be very beautiful, very striking, very smart, very sophisticated, you know, all those beautiful things. And that can make people be like, I don't know if they want to talk to me. I don't know if they're going to like me anymore. Maybe I'll just stay over here. Yeah, so look at the hidden. Tell me what you feel. They feel like they don't really know what you want. So they're hiding themselves. You know, they're hiding their decision. They're hiding their feelings. And it's like they're getting nervous. So the more you can be open and intimate with them, the more you can just kind of help them to see their way through this, the more likely it will be that they'll take action and communicate and travel towards you sooner rather than later. Because I feel like they're still going to do it regardless. They're like determined here. They say, I'll never let go. So I feel like they're going to still hold on to you regardless of like your energy. So you could stay in your High Priestess energy. And I feel like they would probably just spend more time in that mist. Like, I don't know where to go. I think I'm going to go. I don't know. But I'm going to go over here. I don't know what to do. So keep that in mind. If you don't want them to spend, 6 months being like, you might want to shine some light in their direction, because they're not going to let go, but they're not really quite sure where to go. So, help them out a little bit, basically, is what I'm feeling here. And then we have, I'm so in love with you, or I'm in love with you. So this person is in love with you. They love everything about you. It's not just like a little bit of fluctuation, like infatuation. There's just like a deep love here. This person's in love with you. They're not in like with you, they're in love with you. And we also have it's so dark and lonely without you. So I feel like they're definitely not happy wherever they are. Like if they're in a karmic relationship, if they're by themselves, whatever is going on, it feels dark and gloomy without you. You know, it's like, again, you shine that light over here and it makes me feel better. But when I'm over here without you, it feels very dark and very lonely. And it's like, I just don't know what to do anymore. So I definitely would keep that in mind and just keep trying to shine light for them to see their way through here, because they find peace in your presence. You know, when they're around you, they feel more tranquility, they find more peace, and like they just feel better, you know. So be that energy for them, and I feel like they will come towards you sooner rather than later. And then we have I crave more moments beside you with the moment. So I feel like they're really thinking about every time that they've been with you before, and they're trying to, you know, determine like what's the best route to get there to you. They could feel like maybe because of whatever's played out between you guys before, that like if they just come like directly in and say something to you, it may not be the best idea right now, because they again feel like they don't know what's going on with you. They don't know if you're mad at them, they don't know if you still want them, they're nervous, they feel like you've got hidden feelings, they could feel like you are hiding something from them or hiding someone from them. So I definitely feel like it's not going to prevent them from doing something, but it's preventing them from like making clear, you know, precise action immediately. So the more you can be very open and transparent with them, I feel like the easier it will be for them to come towards you. And then we have the community. You help me find where I belong. So I feel like you guys, the one that I'm reading for, you may have found like your community through this. Like you could have figured out that this was your twin flame or your divine counterpart or whatever, or it could have put you through a spiritual awakening. And that may have helped you to find, you know, tarot readers and spiritual community and the twin flame community and, you know, this information. And it could have helped you to become the high priestess. And that could have made you even more mysterious to this person. So it's like, this has helped you to find where you belong. But this person's out there lost. They don't know where the hell they're going. So you need to use that power that you have, your intuition, your, you know, gut actions, what your spirit is telling you to do to help guide them out of this time of like gloomy darkness, and help them to follow their intuition and to trust their gut and to make it their way into their true community. Because I feel like some of them could even be lost in regards to that. Like they could be spending time with the wrong people, or they could have like, you know, the split right now where it's like they can go down the direction of ego or they can go down the direction of spirit. They can go to the direction of like, you know, bullshit relationships, or they can go to the relationship with you that's going to be, you know, beautiful and unconditional and, you know, help illuminate their world and their life and bring them abundance and healing and, you know, just the beauty that comes along with a divine union. Or they can go into the darkness and stay stuck in a karmic, you know, crap situation where you usually lose a lot of yourself and lose a lot of your abundance and lose a lot of your happiness. And even if you have abundance, you lose like your soul. So it's like you're not fulfilled. So I feel like they have a choice right now to go towards the light and towards the happiness, or towards the darkness and towards the torture. So try to be that beacon for them. And I think that's basically the only message here for you guys, is to just keep shining on your light and know that they are determined to get there to you, but you can speed it up. All right. So hopefully that assisted you guys. Thank you very much. This is my newest deck, Bounded Souls, and it's all swans, obviously, you can tell. It is available on Etsy, so if you are interested in getting it, you can go over to Etsy and order. And this is the Muse Tarot, so there will be a link down below for you guys who are interested in that. And yeah, that is it. In Renee, namaste.